Because I didn't announce I was going to stream tonight. But I usually try to stream on Mondays. It's because I hate Mondays. But hey, you gotta do something. Right here then. I was first going to try and complete this one. Kinda stupid that in the main base I can't run again. Like in towns and such are naturally slowed down, and that's really annoying honestly, but oh well. Here I got the materials.
Tell me this is all you need.
Probably. Hopefully. Who knows? Even at this point.
Oh, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
A cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Back to the kiddos!
Has Midadol mentioned a new project?
Kids! Where is it?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine.
Of course
She's
she
just
is.
busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
How did you
Do
know?
you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales.
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
Oh, that's not
All
good.
the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
The bones!
Good to know.
There are many bones under those kids' beds. Oh god.
Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about
We
you.
go under a head.
Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
We can lend her a horde. If she wants one. Oh god damn it, this is awful.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own, but with the right cog in the right place, well, you just wait and see.
I better be damn amazed now.
That should do it.
That's actually really nice.
Here goes nothing.
Looks like a Mario ship aircraft.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The
Aww.
mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
God damn.
All that hard work.
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out.
That took a turn, I did not see
Picture
it.
it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Took a turn I didn't see coming, and I actually really like it. It is very grown up.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
It was just very wholesome. Very good quest. I'm happy to have a model airship in my room. That wasn't terrible. Alright, I'm just going to get all three of the last ones in one fell swoop. Maybe hang out with the uncle again. That should hopefully end side quest town, but
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
again,
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
why don't
Sounds
ask
reasonable.
Gav?
So you're happy to oversee the boys' testing?
It's so backwards around.
One can never
Well,
have too
alright.
many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Alright.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Doris.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all
I have a
means.
lot of moments.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter.
Oh, that
Something
bitch.
else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
Of course they
She
did.
come by such a thing.
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden curse breakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to.
All
Ash
four
is
of
an
us.
inhospitable place at the
Actually,
best
all
of times.
five.
We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held
Chadwick.
captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
Chadwick.
He was.
Chadwick.
Can we find him?
The entrance to the prison
They
lies
do
in
this
the
on
shadow
purpose,
of the
aren't
Ravenloft
they?
walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
That's the second one. And then the last one. Then I can decide which one I want to finish up first.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas,
Nope.
it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors.
That sounds very neat.
If Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was
Eugen
retired.
Havel.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
All right.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes.
On to Havel.
If the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
That was a very weird way of saying that. Thank you. Right then, which one should I do first? Meet up with a scout? Please my uncle? Or probably get horribly killed in the Waloed? The possibilities are endless, I tell you. I'm feeling good. We're going against it in the other way that I picked them up. So first we're going to try and meet with this guy because it will make my uncle happy. With that giant thing in the sky, yes, I see it.
Papa?
What is it? Please. I'm scared.
Yeah, that's probably terrifying. On second thought, it's terrifying. That was in the sky somewhere near us. You would be probably freaking out. Come on, guys. Who wants to kill a hole diver? That was easy, but also satisfying. Doggos! Who wants to get killed? I had it under control, Torgal. I was going to kill it myself. Thank you very much. Now, I can't kill it anymore. It's already been killed.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
That was mean. He was already dead. That wasn't very terribly hard.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your
This man
interfering
likes to
old
say
bastard of an
fucking
uncle tried to
lot.
warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Very grown up.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Ah, Uncle Byron.
And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Oh, someone
Beggars
absolutely
can't get
different.
choosers. I suppose
Will
we'll all
be
have to find a
interesting.
little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Otto? Do I need to send Otto to him? That'd be actually
My
really
Lord
hilarious.
Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him.
Quentin? I don't want to say that's an absolute terribly disastrous thing to say, but Quentin? Really? It's probably one of the worst ideas you've had since a while. Not that I'm surprised, mind you, but probably a little bit flabbergasted. Like, if he said Lubor, I'd probably get it earlier, but Quentin? Quentin is literally not the kind of guy who would do things like that, but alright, I'm game.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
I want to marry you.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
That sarcasm is rewarded
But I can think of none better suited to the
and
role.
deserved.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long.
Well, this ought to go
My
swimmingly.
uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Oh, Uncle Byron! I literally made probably the worst choice I ever made.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion.
There we go.
But luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
Did I?
It was more of a handful.
I no longer can remember it.
Was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Ah, well, there we go. Immediately going there.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, they'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations.
It's Statler and Waller.
They'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. I spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
It is just Hitler and Waldorf.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I'm confident they will follow.
Forgot he always had behemoth horns there.
Lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Mike Will! I must sign!
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't make me cry. Thank you. That was just very sweet.
What do you think that thing is? And how the hell is it?
He's gone back to his usual spot. Alright, so in a moment I'll go to the Balming Dark. Just need a little moment.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Damn.
You wish to study the tomes?
Oh, I went too
Knowledge
fast.
hoarded is knowledge.
I'm sorry. Just went a bit too fast there. Still don't think I have all of the characters. Nope. Still missing. Still missing a few. It's notable. Weird. This far in and still missing two. Shouldn't be the case anymore. Odin is my favorite. Wee. Odin, Odin.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Thank you very much. Alright, nope. This way. to the Raven with walls. Off to die. Up the
Doris
stairs
is
we
waiting
go.
for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
And I won't. Is it just me or is the enemy getting harder? It's probably just me, but... Yeah. I was afraid it was going to be here.
This one. All yours, Torgal.
Why would you put it there? God damn. Hi, Doris.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet. But let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Gotta keep my eyes open for signs of life.
What's this then? Oh God.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Barnabas is just training behemoths left and right, didn't he? Toggle. I'm disappointed. Well, not really. Alright. I still need to do more here.
farewell.
It's a bit easier with all of my friends here.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
At this point I'm just convinced that probably the worst place to live was over there. Was in Walud, but oh well.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
See, it was really good of me to just... Hi, Doris.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know.
We kill kids.
I've been reading some
We
of these
feed
documents.
bearers.
It can't be true, can it?
It's Barnabas' place.
Die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits. And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even.
Yeah, well,
those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Clive, did it ever occur to you that there's a reason why certain doors are locked? Absolute competent nitwit.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Ah! Well, I have some more amber.
Survivor.
There's a kid here.
She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course they were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Oh, there is our monster friend.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
But I don't want to kill Barnabas' pets.
They're waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
That's a big boy. Well, it probably will want to eat me too. Oh well. Big and blue! Well, this is terrifying, but let's do it anyway.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
This isn't going very well. Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Nice try.
There we go. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it still was pretty horrible.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
Well, this is the continuation of Doris's everlasting, very awful life.
He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
Such is the fate of all who have been named Wick. To be eaten.
I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Oh, she'll never forgive me for that. Oh, amazing. That was probably the worst thing I've ever said in a long while.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
There we go. Breath of Darkness. Oh, Gungnir is probably better than the one I have right now, but it isn't bad.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Well, I want to
Here's
get my
everything we've
final...
received and everything promised. All yours.
There we go.
All done?
Got all of them. Thank you. Oops. Sorry, Otto. And what do we have on the hunt board? Mr. Kusa Beast and the final S mark. The Masterless Marauder. Probably somewhere in Waloed. I think I also know where exactly in Waloed. somewhere along this road. Just need to have my full stamina breath there. 'Cause believe on me, it's going to be hard.
Time to fight.
God damn it. Stupid chicken. Should have just left me alone. Yeah, those are bombs. Very clearly, those are bombs. Alright, we're looking for something big. And I do mean big. I mean, so big that we can possibly not look it over. And it's probably right in the middle of that blue pool. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright, I've got full health, I've got all my party members. I think I'm good to go. Give it a try. This is going to be probably one of the worst things I'm ever going to do in this game. Yeah, that just looks scary. Beam of King! Oh god, no! 4 horsemen! Oh damn! Oh crap! Oh, that's so cool. Oh, just look at how much health that monster has. Oh, sheesh. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear me. Oh damn. Oh god, not again, not again, not again. Oh dear, oh Lord, oh no. Oh dear, oh Lord, oh no, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, I'm safe. Oh god, no. Oh, this is absolutely terrifying. Oh. Yeesh. Let's all agree to never do that again.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Alright, got still about a half hour, so. Alright. Alright. I'm good. I'm fine. Roll alive. Nearly cost me a leg, but I'm fine. I'm fine. Whoosh.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
And what can I do for you?
Well, you can stock me up on new potions. That's what you can do.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants. You've a keen eye. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Well, that was horrible. I didn't know where he was for 2 seconds. Whew.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Oh, alright. To circle around and then go to the tower that way. I have the sneaking suspicion I've been there before, but yeah, I don't know anymore. Ansem would have been proud of me. Just keep hampering it down with darkness until it eventually goes down. It's what he would have wanted.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Nice try. Nice try.
And that kills him. It usually does. It has that profound effect on it. And I'm proud of it too.
Ember, are you... one. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Poor bloke. Oh well. Maybe he's still there. Oh yeah, he is. No, he's not there. Sadly. Oh well.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. By the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
I am very cross. I honestly think he was very smart there.
This won't be an easy decision.
Honestly, the bloke just did what he had to do. Alright, that's the final side quest, I think. Methinks. There might be one more. Though, I haven't checked the missive, so... Probably could be one more.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
I think he does. Let's be nice.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that lock, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Well, don't show me too hard.
Daft as a brush, that one.
but his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Good night.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
All right. That's it then. That was the very last one. Oh, nope. It's not the very last one. God damn it, I was so damn sure it was. But no. Still got to do one with Gav. Oh, god damn it. Damn you stupid game. But at least... Alright, so I'll have to start that one up next time as well. Or I can still start it up now and then see how far I can make it. Because I know Mom's going to come in soon.
You alright?
Yes. Troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... His baby will be coming soon and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Ed is due any day now. I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Of course not.
One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Aww. That's just cute. This cute. Alright, up to Martha's it is. I'm just gonna try and see how far we can get with this quest. And hopefully next time I can literally say, yep, everything's done. We can finally do the final boss.
Merchant here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some guide hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Right, so...
We've got a few rooms going spare now. Just because the heavens have gone to wreck and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Still need to find one. There he is.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride. It sounds almost too good to be true.
There it is. Alright. On to Eastpool it is. That should bring me a bit faster to it. It did bring me a little bit faster to it.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change. Tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Nice. That went much easier than I thought it was going to be.
It was no trouble at all.
There we go.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
It was just 5 seconds.
I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Don't stretch out these quests, please. God damn.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you.
How are you feeling? Well, thank you.
Something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that.
That's a bit weird to say it like that.
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced.
So many damn scenes.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. Was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labor. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't.
Damn.
My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was.
Well, damn.
Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions. Stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means, when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Woohoo! One more level up. There we go. Well, it's done finally. I'll save up. And then finally there's only the big boss left. Still 2 treasures left I missed out on, but I know at least one of them is from doing all the trials, so probably another one is just something like that. Oh well. It is all done. Now. God. Feeling a sneeze coming up.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
It should be enough to get him to probably level 8 finally. No,
What
it doesn't.
subject shall we consider today?
Exciting. Still missing one person, I think. Yep. I don't know how to get that one. Oh well. Eugen Havel. Oh well.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Probably missed some person somewhere. Earlier in the game or something. I don't know. I thought I had everything. It is all done. Alright. I can now save. And next time we finally kill Ultima. And then it's done. Alright. Now, I'm gonna end it. Next time is going to be the final time. I bid you all a good night. It's very sad this way, but I'll let you know when the final time comes.